All right, guys. So this is going to be an interview with Dree. Now we just gotta wait for him to come. We gotta wait for him to come, and then we'll get started. This episode, we're going to keep working with playing Chester. Hello, Dree. Welcome to the interview.
Uh, Hello,
Welcome to the
everybody.
interview.
Hi.
All right.
Hello, sir. Hello,
I have a
everybody.
few questions to ask, and if you answer them, let me. If I don't want you to answer them, all right?
But I may not know about some of this history here, so yeah.
All right.
So,
First question: do you know Chester Bennington?
mm, unfortunately, no.
All right. So if you don't know Chester Bennington, let me tell you about him. He is the lead man of Lincoln Park.
Mm. Big tip pie.
All right. So what do you have? Tell me a question that I know about him.
Hmm. Oh boy. Huh? Really? Uh, so let's see. What kind of question? I see. I don't know what question I should ask, but let's see.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to get my
Oh,
suit on.
okay.
All right. Oh
So,
wait, hold on. Let's do an interview. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to an interview with me and Dree. For this entire half hour, we're going to be discussing about a guy named Chester Bennington. If you don't know him, he is the lead frontman of Lincoln Park. All right. So, Dree, tell the fans who, tell the fans. Hold on. All right. All right, everyone. So, Chester Bennington was, as a teenager, he was a different, goofy looking, yet athletic. He discovered his passion for music early, and committed his entire life to it. But why? But why? But why? But why, Dree?
hmm. I honestly don't know why. Why?
The reason he committed his entire life to it because and another oh yeah, the Mario movie. I am watching the Mario movie tomorrow, KG. Are you gonna join or do you? I won't spoil it. Don't worry. All right, thank you. So I'm going to be changing the name. So I'm gonna say interview with with Dree, Sonic, and Angelica. If she's gonna join. All right. So Dree, what do we know about Chester
Yes.
Bennington?
Well, we both know already that he is the leader of the. I forgot what it's called again. The leader of the.
Lincoln Park.
Oh yeah, the Lincoln Park.
All right. So Dree said that he is the lead frontman of Lincoln Park. Now, now we just gotta find out some questions. So Dree, tell me why Chester Bennington Chester Bennington committed his entire life to it.
Hmm. Honestly, don't know. Honestly, don't know about the
Well, the
Chester
answer
Bennington.
was he was suffering depression.
Oh,
He
wait.
was often
So
bullied at school for being skinny and different. But his analysis didn't stop there, though. You know why, Dree?
why? I'm
His
quite
parents
curious.
his parents divorced when he was 11 years old.
Oh,
And the most dramatic experience for Chester was Was abused from, I'm not gonna say the real word because that isn't appropriate, so I'm just gonna call it abuse. Abuse from an
Oh,
older male friend. The abuse started when he was 7 and it lasted for 6 years since no one knew about it, since he was often scared to ask for help.
so he's basically shy at that point, right?
Yeah,
So I
but
see.
why would he not tell anybody? Right,
I
Dree?
mean, yeah, I wonder why. But I mean, like if he tells anyone, like want them, like come on.
The abuse started when he was 7 and lasted for almost 6 years. And no one knew about it, since Chester was afraid to speak up and ask for help. I should I should probably tell my mom and dad, but what if they think that I'm gay or something? No, I can't tell them that kind of stuff.
So if you heard the news, if you heard Chester on Chester's voice, he was gonna tell his mom and dad, but they'll think he's gay or something. So, but he can't tell them that kind of stuff. Hit the right, Dree. Dree, are you there? Dree, Dree, Dree. What in the world? What happened to him? Hi. I just finished watching the Mario movie. I won't spoil it. Don't worry. I know, KG, but for some reason, Dree left. But doesn't that gears? No, I can't just cut that kind of stuff. Needless to say, Chester was often bullied at school for being skinny. Yeah, athletic. His ending lesson didn't stop there, though. Chester's parents divorced when he was 11 years old. And the most dramatic experience for Chester, Bennington. Okay,
Okay,
where'd
I'm
you go?
back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Alright,
My battery died.
so
But
Dree
anyways,
just.
as I was about to say, I was about to answer this. Like, if he tells anyone, then he will probably get killed. Like, to be-
You can if you're feeling depressed or having suicidal thoughts, what do you have to do, Dree?
like you need to go to a therapist. That's what I would do.
Yes, you need to ask for help, like a grown up, your
Hmm.
parent, or someone you trust.
Exactly. Like your friends, your true friends.
Yes. So what happened to Chester Bennington? Why is he not on Earth anymore? And why is Linkin Park's lead singer different? Well, let's go back to 2017. Now,
Hmm.
there were two events that happened in 2017 that were devastating for Chester. And it was number one, Dree.
Yeah.
Number one was the death of Soundgarden's vocalist Chris Cornell, his best friend, and a guy he had enormous respect on. Unlike Chester, unlike Chester, unlike everybody else in the world, he understood him. They both have a troubled childhood, addiction problems, and depression. And you know what I'm talking about? Death.
Not right at the moment, but when I get the chance, I will talk about it. Okay. But anyways, continue on with your story about Jeff Bezos.
Now, the reason I mentioned death about Chris Cornell is because he died on May 18th, 2017, and the cause of death was suicide by hanging. And the second event that happened was was the release of Linkin Park's new album, One More Light. Now, why? Now, the release itself went well, but the reviews, let's say the long term fans on Linkin Park, let's just say the reviews were bad. Between July 7th, June, May of and July of 2017, Chester Chester was often Chester often felt so sad. So he's been staying sober for 3 months, for 6 months that he promised his family. So they took off to their cabin at the Grand Canyon, Arizona. But what happened
Hmm.
there, Dre?
I said no. What did happen there?
He interrupted the vacation and told his family that he needed to go back home to film a TV commercial. So he got back to LA alone. And this is often what happened. Now,
Hmm.
let me bring in a guy that can tell us. Alright, here he is.
Those last
Right.
few weeks have been extreme. He could use a friend, but Chris is dead. Oh, by the way, July 20th is Chris's birthday. Chester opens up a bottle, then another one in just a few. It doesn't take long for him to realize what he just did. He relaxed. Chester knows he can't stop now. It's too late and he's going to go all in. And tomorrow, when his family arrives, they're going to see the man who promised to be sober, drunk, and miserable. Again?
Oh no, not again. So so he just like he heard the guy, Dre, he promised his
Yep.
family that he'll go sober. But he opens up a alcohol bottle and guess what happens?
What?
He realized he had messed up. He drunken what he was usually does. And now let me finish. Let
A
him
certain
finish.
thought crosses Chester's mind that there's only one real way to stop this mess. Chester pulls out his belt and approaches the door separating the bedroom with the bathroom and walk-in closet.
Hmm. See.
So I know what he means.
Yeah, I kind of get what he means too.
Pretty much like whenever people like hang themselves or gets hung, they use a rope. But since Chester
Yeah,
does not have a rope or something,
he's gonna use his belt, right?
yes, yes.
Hmm.
And now let's let him finish.
Show the rest. Chester's body will be discovered by a housekeeper at around 9 a.m.
Okay, so
Hmm.
just like he mentioned, Chester pulls out his belt and uses it as a rope and separating the door with the bathroom and walk-in closet. And now
Hmm.
and down that then at 9 a.m. July 21st, 2017, guess what happens?
What?
His body will be eventually discovered by a housekeeper at around 9 a.m.
Hmm.
This
Interesting.
has been one of the saddest interviews we ever done.
Hmm.
Chester never should have done what he did. Should have listened to himself that night, and should have never done what he. Agree. I said Chester
Yes.
should never have listened to himself, and never should have done what he.
When he like,
The answer was did. Chester should have never
I
listened to
mean,
himself that night, and should have never done what he did. And now,
yeah.
now that the interview is almost over, we have to give him a special message. Wherever you are, if you're feeling depressed or having suicidal thoughts, what do you have to do, Dree?
You should call for help,
You're
and
not alone
maybe.
in this. You're not alone in this. Me
Hmm.
and Drew will provide a few helpful links in the video description.
Hmm.
Now that the interview's over about Chester Bennington, so Dree, now we just gotta figure out the question: why did Chester Bennington hung himself? So,
Hmm.
just like I said
Okay.
earlier, there were two events that happened in 2017 that were devastating for him.
Yep.
And just like the guy said, on July 20th, 2017, is his best friend Chris Cornell's birthday. And he opens up two bottles, and he realized that what he just said, he realized it's too late. He's gonna go all in with those bottles. And tomorrow, when if his family arrives, guess what they're gonna see, Dree.
Hmm. Let me guess. His body.
No, they were going to see the man who
Okay.
promised to be sober,
Okay.
drunk, and miserable.
Sorry.
Again? Oh no. Not again. Right, Jury?
Yep. Not again.
Suddenly, and rat darkness crosses his mind that there's only one real way to stop this mess. What does he do next?
He decided to hang himself.
So
But then
he pulls out his belt, using it as a
rope. Since he doesn't have any rope with him, he decided to use a belt so he can hang himself.
so he pulls out his belt, uses it as a rope, separating the bedroom and the walk-in closet. We're not gonna talk about the rest.
Yeah,
What
it'll be
what
too dark.
what happens next, Dree? Tell him.
Wedding. See it.
At 9 a.m.
Okay, so like, and I am the. His body was discovered by a housekeeper
This
that
is
night.
this has been one of the saddest store interviews we ever done. He should have never listened to himself that night. Should have never done what he did. So now that we figured out the puzzle, we have to finish our message. Okay, so wherever you are, if you're feeling depressed or having suicidal thoughts, please reach out for.
Help.
You're not alone in you're not alone in this. You have
Your true friends or, or family.
or teachers, right?
Hmm. Or a
We're
therapist
gonna
in case.
we're gonna provide a few helpful links in the
I, I forgot what I was about to say, but uh, sorry. Get it? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. You'll go for a
As
quick
far as
second there.
the interview of Chester Bennington,
Hmm?
this is the first episode. Tune in for next week for episode 2. And this
Okay.
time I'll let Dree decide. Which celebrity wishes should we interview next week?
Hmm. I think we should do an interview next week. I like that.
About a celebrity. Who should we interview
Yes.
next week?
Hmm.
I'll decide then. We're gonna do an
Alright.
interview next week since some people are feeling depressed or having suicidal thoughts. We're gonna help them. So next week we are going to be doing an interview on Kurt Cobain.
That's right. So,
And the reason we are going to be helping these people because just like the guy said who told us about what happened to Chester Bennington. Wherever you are, if you're feeling depressed or having suicidal thoughts, what do you have to do, Jerry?
you have to go in and get help. Right.
You're not alone in this. We'll provide a few helpful links in the video description. That's it, guys. Our first interview.
Yep. See,
And now it's
staying.
time to end the live and tune in for next week for the interview on Kurt Donald Cobain. Ain't that right? All right, time to end the interview.
All right.